Hello, Kat.
Hey.
We just went live.
Awesome.
So, hello, Love Cocoa Bear. Thanks for joining. I know we're like a minute late. I was in a rush to get home from the parents, and I turned on my computer, and of course, it's still loading. Um, and hello, Love Cocoa Bean. Brittany, thanks for joining. Hey, can you hear me okay, Kat?
Yep, I gotcha.
Perfect.
Yep.
I just want to make sure because I know that sometimes we have like these funny issues going on.
Yes, we do.
And I'm so thirsty that I've got a glass bigger than me.
That's a Pilsner.
Uh-huh.
That's a beer glass.
I love these glasses.
They're cool.
Okay. Hello, Anna. And 1 second. We're just going to wait another minute or so to get everybody on board.
Mm-hmm.
So quite interesting. I just want to let everybody know last week we had a friend of mine join. Do you remember John? We did the reading for him about the contract.
Yes, right. Yes.
Okay, so he had an upcoming contract that was waiting to be signed. Not only is it signed, it was double the amount it originally was.
So we pulled the Page of Wands, and what was the other card we pulled for him?
I don't remember.
Because Page of Wands, I remember, was about the
contract. It was like a new
contract, waiting to hear back on a contract.
Yeah.
And what did you? I wish I could remember what you pulled. We need to start writing this down. We can go back and watch it, I guess.
Well, we could. Yeah.
Good for him. Yay.
So that's exciting.
So dinner's on John.
You better believe it.
Nice. That's awesome.
Oh boy, that's funny. So yeah, this weekend, I don't know everybody, how you guys out there, but I found this weekend flew by once again. So yeah.
Well,
all right.
This is my last day of vacation. So yeah, back to the grind tomorrow. So yeah, and it did fly. The whole week flew by. So I feel that.
Okay, so while we are waiting for others to join, we'll go through our disclaimer, which is we read tarot, but we don't answer questions regarding legal, financial, and health advice because there are people that are experts in the field. And of course, we are for arts and entertainment purposes only. I'm Steve, obviously, from Energy Healing with Steve, as I'm lighting my sage. What I do is tarot, energy healing that uses crystals. I do Reiki, sound. Kat and I will be trying to co-work together on something soon. As we figure it out, we will put out the ads for those who want to join. I think it's going to be good, and it needs to be in person. Okay.
Yeah.
What else do I do? Oh, mediumship. Okay, so that's new on my repertoire. So talking to people that have crossed over, that is new as well. And Kat, I will let you introduce yourself.
So I'm Kat. I'm with Well Earth Holistic is the name of my company, and energy healing Reiki is a big part of what I do. I'm a Reiki master and an animal Reiki master. My mission is to support the optimal health of people and their pets, and to a certain extent the planet as well, because I'm a permaculturist. So I'm exploring ways to help people grow their own food and become more sustainable. So I do coaching on gardening and seed starting and harvesting and those types of things. And I also read tarot. I've been a tarot enthusiast since the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, maybe, I want to say. I don't do it for money, but I do it because I think it's an excellent way to exercise your intuition. And I think everybody should learn some form of divination to help them connect with their higher self.
spot on.
Mhm.
And since we're in July, we're gonna, I guess, remind everybody every week until the event happens. But we have an event happening July 20 and 21
Mhm.
at the India or Indian Bazaar?
It's the Gerard India Bazaar. It's the South Asian festival that TD puts on, but it's the Gerard India BIA has a bazaar, a street festival, and I think it's a couple of kilometers long, if I'm not mistaken. It's the largest street festival in North America.
There you go. So come find us. We're going to be very close to 1600 Gerard Street East, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coxwell, Woodbine, or sorry, Gerard and Coxwell is the closest intersection to where we're going to be. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that. We will be in a booth. So come find us.
Hope to see you there.
All right, Kat. I think what I'll do is I'll let you start with your weekly reading.
Yeah.
And we will go from there.
Okay, sweet. So I pulled the Three of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Four of Wands. So I'm looking at this as a story about advice for the week ahead. And so the interesting thing about the Three of Swords, so it's to look at this card, it's very striking, right? It's a striking looking card. And it tends to mean strife, loss, heartbreak. But there's also advice in this card. And the advice is that when you lose, don't lose the lesson. So the card, the way I'm interpreting this card is that, so for the coming week, just take your losses as very important lessons and make good use of them. The second card, the Queen in reverse. So the Queen of Pentacles is a master manifester. She is very resourceful, very self-sufficient, and can create anything that she needs for herself. In reverse, the card means, we're reading for the collective. It really does depend who you're reading for. Because we're reading for the general collective, I'm interpreting this card to say the advice is don't be over dependent on other people when you should be supporting yourself. There's a tendency sometimes for people to, when they're struggling, that they want to lean on people for support. And sometimes that's appropriate, but the cards are saying don't rely too much on the help of other people this coming week. And then the Four of Wands this is your ideal outcome. This is the happiness and contentment and success, and everything's right in the world. Everything internally and externally is balanced and right. And this is what your outcome will be if you follow the advice the cards will give you. So this is how I'm interpreting the advice for next week. Steve, what are your thoughts?
So the first one you pulled is a 3.
Yes.
And then the Queen.
Yes.
And then the Four of Wands, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Hello, Sandy. Thanks for joining. Yeah, like I think you kind of nailed it on the head. The way I'm looking at it is you're going to go through a little bit of a loss at the beginning of the week. What kind of loss that is yet to be determined. And, the Queen in reverse really is kind of indicating to me, you know what? Typically you're self-dependent, but for some reason, the Three of Swords, again, is a temporary situation, okay? So this little thing that's got you down and out is going to affect how you're able to nurture yourself, how you're able to bring in the resources that you need. Okay, that's why the Queen is in reverse. But like Kat said, there is the ability at this point to depend on somebody else and maybe get a little bit of help. And I think a lot of times that's what we don't do as individuals because we're too afraid to ask for help, right? And then you've got the Four of Wands at the end. So whichever way you're looking at those two directions for the week, the outcome is going to be it's a positive outcome. It's going to be one of celebration, one of not necessarily partnership, but it is a celebration with like family and friends, and it becomes successful. Okay, so whatever you're going to do this week at the very end is going to work out in your favor.
You know what's interesting too about the Three of Swords? If you look at the whole suit of swords and all of the cards in that suit, they're all either passive, apathetic, or little diabolical, except for this one. This one is full of passion and emotion and drama, and whereas everything else is just kind of about, human behavior and proclivities or inactivity.
Yeah.
So something unique about the Three of Swords, and I know it shows up for us a lot, and we tend to, it does sort of, it literally does stab you in the heart when you see it.
Yeah.
But there's an interesting message there, and I think, we're still seeing as the heart's being stabbed, but it's still a healthy looking red heart full of vitality, which to me carries a hidden message that there's in any strife, there's always hope. There's always, you can't have good without bad. But again, it's because it evokes so much emotion in you. There's no such thing as a good event or a bad event. It's your reaction that determines whether it's good or bad, but it's always a choice. And you always have a choice with this three of all the swords cards. This one really speaks loudest to me to the fact that it's a sit up and take notice card, and it may be a little bit of a slap in the face, wake up kind of card too.
All right, I'm just pulling the camera a little bit closer because I feel like I'm a million miles away. All right, so that little white fluffy thing back there, people, that's my dog.
Luna. Hi, Luna.
Hello, Lily. Thanks for joining. Oh, she's zonked out today. But... Okay, so the first card that I pulled is probably the most powerful card of the week, and that one is the moon. Okay, so the moon really is all about illusion. It's about trusting your intuition. Oh, that's so funny. That's right, Brittany. Brittany just put a comment. She said Luna, and Luna is my dog's name, and sure enough, the card, Luna, the moon, in a different language. Sorry, yes. So the card is about illusions. It is about intuition, trusting your gut. And it's basically saying that the outcome will reveal itself towards the end of the week. So these illusions, they're going to dissipate, and you're going to see clearly what's really going on towards the end of the week. The next card that I pulled is the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so here it's known as the Six of Earth. Okay, because Pentacles is an Earth symbol. Now, the Six of Pentacles really is about donating, kind of. So you've got enough resources to keep yourself comfortable, and you've done really well for yourself when it comes to your job and your career, and now you kind of want to give back to the community somehow, some way. And it doesn't necessarily mean donations. It could be, but it could be volunteering. It could be picking up garbage on the side of the road in a park or something like that. Ruby, sorry, I just want to answer a question. Ruby, yes, we are taking questions, but shortly, okay? So that's what the Six of Pentacles is all about. The next card I've got is the Queen of Fire, or the Queen of Wands. So let me just pull that up. You can see the little kitty sitting there on the throne. So again, we've got two queens this week. Kat has got one. I've got one. Queen is a very feminine energy. This one in particular is all about creativity, passion. You manifest the desires that you want. It's kind of like a go out there and get them type of card. Okay. So that's that. So now all three cards combined. So what I'm seeing here for the rest of the week, for the whole week, is let the moon card play out. That is the main card. Okay. So there's going to be some illusions at play. Continue doing your giving back to the community, to the world, however you want to do it. You're going to, somewhere along the lines of what you're doing this week is going to give you some kind of creativity, passion that you're going to want to go out there and get it. But I'm telling you, before you do, wait, because you could be blinded by some kind of illusions that are happening. Okay, so this moon card is really dictating. Let the week go by, let it play out, and if you still feel strongly about a new venture or a new project that you want to do, then go ahead and do it. But just wait, because I feel like there's something that you're not seeing clearly this week, right? Someone's pulled the wool over your eyes, and this new project or this new endeavor is not what it seems to be. What do you think, Kat?
Yeah, that moon with the tithing card, that's the Six of Pentacles. That's got me nervous. There's scams going on. There's a lot of scams going on right now. Might be a warning. Just watch out for some scammers, and wool being pulled over your eyes. If I was a tarot deck and I was trying to warn the collective about scams, I'd use the moon and the Six of Pentacles. That's what I would do. But yeah, and keeping your head down. The queen always speaks to me about effective nurturing of your projects. And, I guess it's a make hay while the sun shines kind of card is how I interpret that one.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, whenever the moon comes up, it's always advice to me is just proceed with caution.
Yeah.
Don't be too reactive about what happens this week. Just take things in. Again, try to observe them objectively, without judgment, without any kind of quick knee-jerk reactions, because there's some tomfoolery afoot.
There is, and I'll tell you, I think within the last 2 days, I've had about 5 spam calls, to the point where now it's like even I'm getting calls on WhatsApp. So it's really weird, and just watch out, everybody. And I'm glad you brought up that point, Kat, because really I'm looking at the Six of Pentacles as well, and the moon working hand in hand, like you mentioned. If you're a person out there and you're giving a lot of energy and time, giving back to the community somehow, be very careful that there's someone out there that's not taking advantage of it,
exploiting that. Yeah.
Okay. And maybe that's the illusion that needs to be broken apart and revealed by the end of the week. And I think the queen, that passion, is going to help you get there. Okay.
Ever vigilant.
All right. So, question time. No. Just before, I want to say, Kat, that to everyone on the call, Kat was at an event this weekend for animals, and it was phenomenal. She did really well. She has great products. I bought a little package for my dog that included a treat, a bar of soap, and thing to put on the palm. Oh, geez, paws. A palm salve. What did you call it?
Pomade.
There you go.
Yeah. Did she like the treat?
She didn't get it yet. She will.
Okay. I'd like her feedback. Tell Luna I would like her feedback on the treats.
Will do. All right. So time for questions. There's 2 that have come in already.
Okay.
So Ruby on the YouTube channel, and then Sandy. So we'll get there. So Ruby on YouTube, her question is, I'm assuming it's a female, but Ruby, we do this in 2 ways. So Kat is going to pull based on your astrological sign and your age. So basically, she needs to know if you are male or female, under 30 or above 30, and your astrological sign. So it's a male. Are you under 30 or over 30, Ruby?
And does Ruby have, it's a general question?
Virgo under 30.
Okay, so that is a Page of Pentacles.
Right. And the question is, will Joy start start to trust me soon so we can be back in a commitment relationship. She says trust is the only thing holding her back. Well, you know what? We'll give it a shot. That is a very deep question that I'm not sure one or two cards is going to answer it. However,
it's a question about love, right? One
Yeah.
card can give you, we can give you something. We can give you a little bit of a flavor. Sounds like it might be a full read with Steve kind of sitch, but
Yeah.
we'll see what the cards say. Well, you're getting two cards because each of us is pulling one.
Yeah. So I'm going to narrow down the question and say, will Joy start to trust him soon?
Okay. Page of Pentacles.
All right. Oh.
You got an interesting one.
Mm.
Sounds of it.
It's one of the ones that you pulled for yourself this week.
Oh, that's funny. I don't know what it is about these cards. It's like they're toying with us sometimes. Just they're having fun with us. Page of Wands. Where's my Pentacle page? Riding on me. Are you really going to be the last card in the deck?
Yeah. Thanks for joining Mother of Many Ideas. We're just doing questions right now. So we're doing one on the YouTube channel. Then we'll come over to the Instagram.
Okay. So you want to go first? You want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Five of Swords in reverse. So your relation, this sort of to me feels like a relationship at an impasse, like just sort of the ability to communicate with each other at a bit of an impasse. It seems to me like communication is the key. What did you get, Steve?
I got the Three of Swords. So
that's the emotion around it for sure.
Yeah. So Ruby, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right. I hope I am. So the Three of Swords really is about sorrow. It's about pain. It's about heartache. So, if we put the two cards together that we're reading for you right now, I'm going to say that, there is a lot of heartache being experienced in the relationship. Obviously, you guys are not together, but let's just say the relationship. And communication is the key. And I think maybe there was a fallout of communication that caused this to break down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we have to answer the question directly, will Joy start to trust me soon? I'm gonna give you an answer of no, unfortunately, based on these cards. I think in order for Joy to start trusting you, you're going to have to reverse Cat's card there. You're gonna have to do some internal work. There has to be communication as part of the key, and very open. So if trust is lost, trust is something very difficult to get back in a relationship. And you're going to have to be extremely open, clear on everything in order for Joy to regain the trust.
Yeah, this card upright speaks to
a little bit of conflict.
Yeah, like feelings of being like you have to cheat a little bit to get ahead. You have to, other people seem to get what they want, but you're always at a disadvantage sort of thing. But just the way the card is aspected with Steve's and the question that you've asked, it's not looking phenomenal, but I mean, you can book a full read with Steve, and then when you do that, you can ask questions about what can I do, get advice from the cards. What specifically can I do to turn this guy around, or to make reparations, or what beyond the communication part, which is clearly part of it. What else can you do? And a full read will give you lots more advice.
The one good thing, Ruby, with the two cards that we pulled, they are temporary situations, okay, because they're minor arcana.
Yeah.
But they do hold a lot of weight in this kind of a reading, I would say. So there's a lot of work to be done if there's a possibility of you guys getting back together.
Yeah.
Okay. So he said it makes sense.
Good.
All right. So let's scroll over onto Instagram.
Was it Sandy that was next?
Sandy is next. Yes.
So she's my Queen of Cups.
Over 30 Pisces. Anything for me today? Well, of course, Sandy. There's always something for you. All right.
Okay. So where my Queen of Cups is.
That is so funny that you're looking for the Queen of Cups because that's what I pulled.
Shut up.
No.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the cards are really addressing Sandy directly. I mean, that's how I interpret that. I don't know. Let's see what I get, because what I get may aspect something a little more interestingly. Swords. Cups. There you are.
All right. So while you pull that, I will go first and then you can add on.
Sure.
Okay. So, Sandy, you've got the Queen of Cups, which is actually your card based on your
signifier. Yeah,
signifier card.
Mm-hmm.
The Queen of Cups, she's a very motherly figure. She's very compassionate. She's very warm. She's very caring. She's also psychic and very intuitive. Okay. Now, with this card, what it's saying is, yes, continue your path on caring for others and so on, but don't neglect yourself. Okay. This is a time where you need to trust your intuition and remember to put yourself maybe a little bit ahead of the needs of the others right now. Okay. So what did you pull, Kat?
Four of Pentacles.
There you go.
So save your money. You know, it's okay to hold it a little close to you right now. Maybe you're spending a little bit more than you're saving. Maybe you're spending it on other people instead of yourself. This is drawn in the upright. So if it's drawn in reverse, it's a little more like, whoa, like you're being too miserly. Upright, it's just, this is a good time to hold them, and instead of spending them and saving for a rainy day. So I don't know if money's been if that's been on your mind at all, if you've been wondering what you should do. Maybe you've got a bit of money and you don't know what to do with it, or maybe you're running low on money. The cards are clearly, the advice is to be conservative with your spending.
Yeah, and the way I'm looking at this too is Sandy, I don't know if you're in a position where, you're helping others, you're caring for them, and it's using all your resources. So it's not just necessarily money. It could be your energy. Okay. It could be your time, a whole bunch of things. So she's saying yes. So you know what, Sandy? Time to retreat a little bit. Time to take care of yourself. Take that Epsom salt bath, whatever you need. Shut your phone off for a day. Let it go to voicemail and say, everybody, I'll come and get you tomorrow, whatever. But you need to you're like a rechargeable battery, right? So you need to take that time off to recharge so that you can help yourself and you can help others in that balance.
Put on your own oxygen mask first.
Yeah, exactly. And she's saying yes.
Okay.
There you go. I'm so glad that that was able to resonate for you.
Nice.
Okay, let's see who we have next. Love Coco Bear.
Yeah, that's on Insta. There's no one on YouTube, right?
No. Love Coco Bear, Scorpio female, over 30, general reading.
All right, that's another water sign.
Sandy's saying you both have it right on the nose. Thank you.
It's always good to hear. All right, so we're Queen of Cups again for Love Cocoa Bear. Sorry, that's
You're welcome.
Love Cocoa Bear. That's usually we can see the name. I can't see your name, Love Cocoa Bear. We're just gonna call you Love Cocoa Bear. What do the cards have to say for Love Cocoa Bear?
And then I believe there's Love Cocoa Bean, and I believe it's like a husband and wife combo. And both of you, thanks for tuning in, by the way.
So Love Cocoa Bean or Cocoa Bear? That's who we're reading now, right?
Yeah, we're doing Cocoa Bear right now.
Cocoa Bear. Oh, Bean is the okay.
Bean is the other one. Yeah,
Gotcha.
we'll get to you, Bean. Don't worry, we see ya.
We're doing the bear first. Okay. Queen of Cups. See where she ended up this time.
Hold on, I want to say Cocoa Bear is the female in this one. Let's see.
Yeah, she says she's female, Scorpio and over 30.
Yes.
Make it shuffle really good, so. There she go.
And I'll let you go first, Kat.
Yep. Homing in on her now.
And her name is Michelle.
Oh, hey, Michelle. Nice to meet you. Here we go. We got the Lovers.
Oh, we both got Major Arcana cards.
Wow. Wow, Michelle. So the cards really have some karmic messages for you. So, yeah. So Lovers, there's a sort of a relationship. I mean, it's not necessarily a romantic one. It could be any partnership, but there's a yin and yang driving it. There's sort of polar opposites involved here. And this is something that it's maybe something that you've got going on right now, or it may be something that is sort of coming for as part of your soul journey, and it's something that's coming for you. And it's going to be key to your life path, your soul path right now.
Yeah, and the other thing that the Lovers card represents, Michelle, is a decision to be made. So there may be a major decision that you have to make because there's the duality there.
Yep.
And so the card that I pulled was the Star. Okay. So the Star really is about, it's about vulnerability. It's about connecting to source. It is about, kind of having one foot on land, one foot in the water. So you have kind of like a balance there between water and earth. And the other thing it is really all about is about taking a leap of faith, in a sense, right? Taking a leap forward, a trust that divine guidance that you receive. So if you're in the midst of making a decision, trust your intuition and trust what's going to happen going forward. Does that make any kind of sense? Are you in that predicament right now? I wouldn't call it predicament, but an area where you might have to make a decision.
Empaths get, like the Star speaks to empathic abilities too.
Yes.
And
yeah.
Divine inspiration, like Steve says, paying attention to your intuition. So the way I read these two cards together is that you've got, this duality piece, this decision of yin yang. There's balance, karmic balance going on, and you need to seek that. And that's going to be, I guess, part of how your intuition and that divine guidance takes place. You can't do things by yourself. You need to have, there's going to be other parts to yourself that you'll need to engage with that. And so that's the duality piece that the Lover speaks to, sort of the yin and yang working together and everything in divine order.
Yeah. And the Star is also trying, the other thing, and I'm looking at the thing, and it's saying, if you're coming from a place of fear regarding decisions, it's going to welcome in the joy and optimism. It's going to come in your way.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay. So Michelle is saying it resonates. Yes, very much.
Yeah. Finding balance within yourself, harmony, like these are, and there's other cards that define that, but in the major arcana, that's there's also you have justice and temperance, and there's different cards that speak to balance, but the Lover's card is more about union within yourself.
Yeah.
And harmony and understanding your own moral code, what you value in life, those types of things.
Okay. Oh, she says, wow, thank you. You're welcome. Okay, I believe Anna Diaz, I believe you're next. Anna.
Anna.
Your astrological sign, and are you under or over 30? To me, Anna, you're always under 30.
Yeah.
But Kat needs to know. Okay.
I know Anna's age, and I think, are you, I want to say last time I asked her, she said she was a Libra, or I don't know if it was the same as me, or was there something about her sign that had me, I remember being impressed by her sign, thinking that, oh, that's amazing. She's a Libra. See, told you.
Libra.
It's me. Sweet. Okay. Queen of Swords.
Mine came when I was shuffling. It came flying out. So this is the card that I'm going to read for you.
Oh.
And yes, over 30 and Libra.
You go ahead then, because I'm still shuffling for Anna.
No, I'll wait a minute. I'll wait a minute.
What happened?
I'll just scroll just to see if I just want to keep going in order to make sure I'm not missing anyone.
Okay.
All right.
Queen of Swords. Wow, she came right out. Look at that. There's that Five of Swords in reverse again.
Oh, is that what you got?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yep. So again, swords are the card of communication. Fives typically mean that you're in a plateau, or there's some kind of impasse or something. And with it being in reverse, it's like it's a bit of a weakened power, I find, when things are in reverse. It's already kind of an card, but when it's in reverse, it speaks again more to, in this context, a little bit different from what we read before. And it's going to depend too on what Steve pulls, but just the feeling of being disadvantaged a little bit, and but it's not legit. It's like you're feeling, and you realize that you may be feeling something that isn't real, because you're very self-aware and you're watching yourself very closely. So it's just to be mindful of that. If anything like that is happening, it's just a minor arcana. It's easily remedied, but just to, we get to these points in our life when things are just kind of not moving or not going anywhere. And we look at ourselves and think it's us, and feeling like it's something maybe we've done that we deserve it. But those kinds of thoughts are not helpful, and your thoughts are your reality. So a reminder to just mind your thoughts. Don't let them get you carried away, because they can end up messing with your vibration and your frequency, and taking you to places you don't want to go and that aren't helpful for you. So that's the advice I'm getting. Steve, what are your thoughts?
Because I kind of know Anna and I know her situation, I'm going to interpret your card a little smidge differently. Because it's in the reverse position, to me, being reversed is really an internal thing. Okay. So I feel like, and I will explain it. I feel like she might be going through, based on the card that I pulled. So I've got the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So the Two of Pentacles, Anna, it's about balance. Okay. That's the main signifier there. So I feel like, Anna, I know you're involved in a lot of stuff right now, and it's a lot of positivity, right? But I feel like it's going to be taxing on your energy level. And I feel like you might have a decision that you need to make. You're kind of struggling inside. to make a specific decision, and you want to keep it balanced. It's almost like you want balance here and there. And I don't know if you know what I'm getting at, because I don't want to give a lot of details over, a public type of forum. But I'm talking about the traveling, right? The south and north, in that you're trying to keep it balanced. And I feel like, see, she's saying it's true. And I feel like you're struggling, because I think there's a decision you do want to make regarding that traveling north and south. Um, and right now you're trying to balance it both. So just keep an eye on that. If you're finding that your energy level is starting to drain, you got to bring it back to balance. You got to check it out and maybe make a decision. Okay. So, and she's saying, yes, it's true. All right. All right. Nice. And I'm very happy for Anna, because she's doing like really wonderful things.
Mm-hmm. She is.
She said, perfect. Thanks, friends. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think that's amazing. No, you're amazing. Okay, so now we have the counterpart. We have Cocoa Bean. We've got 40 even. Okay, Gemini.
Okay. Male.
And male, yes. And it looks like it's a career related question.
It's a King of Swords. Okay.
All right, so let me shuffle.
Questions about the career for Cocoa Bean.
Yes. Hello, Joan. Thanks for joining. And Cocoa Bean's name is Fred.
Hey, Fred.
We have to remember that. Fred and Michelle.
Fred, Michelle.
Michelle, why couldn't you be Wilma?
Then it'd be easy.
It'd be easy. Interesting. Okay, so for Fred, I pulled 2 cards, and it's quite interesting because when I was cutting the deck, it was almost like it was trying to cut between the 2 cards, and it wouldn't let me. And then when I went to go grab one,
so cool,
it was actually 2 cards. So it's interesting. Okay, so let me figure this out.
Okay.
If you have yours, you can start. You can go ahead.
So Fred, I don't know, have you been sort of keeping yourself closeted? Have you been, have you been withdrawing a little bit from things, maybe life in general, or maybe you're looking at, the Hermit can also speak to a mentor, maybe seeking out the advice of someone who you feel knows more than you do, or is somebody whose opinion and counsel you respect. If not, the advice may be that it's time to do that. This is a major arcana card, so it's significant. The advice from the cards is more than just a suggestion. It's a strong nudge that it's time maybe for you to either get some advice outside of yourself, or look within yourself and maybe get a little bit more comfortable in developing yourself and connecting with your intuition and your guides and trying to get that inner spiritual growth. This Hermit he's a recluse, but he's reclusive because he's trying to focus and concentrate on managing his own thoughts, his own presence, his own being on the planet. So it's a call for you to go within and do some inner work. And if you need to get help with that, like somebody like a spiritual guide or somebody to help you with that, this is a good time to do that. It seems to be the advice that I'm getting. Steve, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, so you pulled the Hermit, correct?
Yep, Hermit.
Okay, so the two cards that I pulled, I'll do one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Three of Wands. So the
Mm-hmm.
Three of Wands it's a fiery card. It's a card about project,
Mm-hmm.
a passion that you may have, and it's about making long-term plans. Okay, so it's almost like you can see the where you want to go in the very far distance, but to get there you're going to have to plan, and it's going to take a while. And then comes the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles is a card that indicates, you know what, wealth, resources, everything's going to go your way. So if I had to combine Kat's card with the two that I pulled, and you had mentioned you were looking something about career, I'm going to echo what Kat was saying. You've pulled in, you've withdrawn, but I think you're doing that because you're planning for your future. Okay, you're planning for the direction that you want to go in, and then the outcome is going to be one of positive in nature. You're going to have the resources that are come in your direction. So, Fred, does that make sense when it comes to career? Like you're planning for the future, you have ideas, you have projects that you want to implement, and it's almost like you can see the direction you're going, but it's going to take a while to get there. And then obviously this is going to show up later.
And sometimes too, the Nine of Pentacles is also, it's a card, yes, about that you've accomplished something and you've got something to show for it, but it's also a card that smacks a little bit of solitude, like this Hermit card. And it may be sometimes when you're focused on career, you are kind of taking yourself away. You are sort of going on your own little journey and unplugging from society a little bit. So it's up to you if you think that it's suggesting you do that, or that it's just be mindful of the fact that you don't want to unplug too much. You don't want to be too disconnected, but you may have to disconnect a bit, right?
Right. So Fred is saying yes, Stephen Cat, it resonates a lot. The other thing I want to say about the Hermit card, Fred, is that the Hermit generally holds a lantern with a light on. And that is really signifying that, you know what, you're following the path. The light ahead of you is kind of lit. It's almost like a divine path that's not, it's not evident that it's divine, but it's there. You're following the light, sort of, right?
Yeah, keenly focused on where you're going. Yeah.
Hello, Josie. Thanks for joining. That's my mummy.
Aw, hello. That's so sweet.
All right. So who do we have next? Oh, you're very welcome, Fred. All right. Let me just scroll back. Bear with me. Brittany, you're next. So under 30, female, Cancer.
Yeah, she's my Page of Cups. And it's general, just a general question for Britt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just scroll back because I didn't see if there was a question from Britt. I think it was just general. Yeah, I think it's just general. Okay, let's see what we got for you, Brittany. If there is a question for you that you want us to kind of focus, type it in really, really quickly. Yes, general. Perfect.
Okay.
Lily, I see you're next. So we'll get to you.
Okay.
Okay. No, go ahead. You go ahead, Kat.
So I've got another partnership card there, Britt. General question. So Two of Cups. We're seeing a partnership. or advice to start a partnership. If you're thinking about partnering up with someone, I don't know if you've got what's going on in the love life or at work or whatever, but there's advice is a partnership is going to be key for you.
Okay. I just want to say hello, Kim on YouTube. Okay, so look, I got a major arcana card for you, Brittany. So it's actually, so this card in this deck is known as Renewal. Okay, but it's actually in the normal deck it is known as Judgment. So the Judgment is really, it's a calling to your life's purpose, right? So sorry, what did you pull again, Kat? It was the
Two of Cups.
Interesting. Okay, so yeah, that is about a partnership. It could be romantic, but it may not be. So Brittany, the intuitive hit that I'm getting here is if you I'm going on a date this week. So that's what she wrote.
There you go.
So what I just wanna put out there, Brittany, like if you think that your life's purpose is to go on this mission to find somebody to date and to be in a partnership with, be careful on that, okay? Because I think there's a lot more to life than just that. Because the Judgment card is really, it's a call to action, so to speak. So continue what you're doing, continue the dating 100%. I'm not saying not to, but I think there's more. So I don't want you to just lose sight of the other things that you can do in life, because I know you have the potential to do a lot more.
Yeah.
And that's that call to action.
And these partnerships, whether they are platonic or romantic, they all teach us something about ourselves. So, and I think it's another possibility that the cards are saying, pay attention to any of these partnerships, any of these pairings that you get involved in, and how they affect you and how they affect your outlook on your soul journey, because they're there to teach you something.
Yeah.
And it could be something a lesson that you really need to learn, or that you chose to learn for yourself this time around.
Yeah. Hello, Mother of Many Ideas. We will get to you soon. Thank you for following. Okay, so let's get back to Lily.
Lily.
Okay. You're very welcome. And Brittany's saying, I agree, Steve, it resonates. Okay, Lily, can I have advice for the week, please? Libra.
Lily is my Libra. She's my Queen of Swords, if I recall. Advice for the week for Lily.
Let me just scroll in here. Good. I think we're getting towards the end. Okay, so
I think we have time for one more after Lily.
yeah, we've got Mother of Many Ideas. So let's do Lily and then the Mother. All right.
Queen of Swords. So much easier with this deck because I know what the queens look like. I don't have to stop to read. Okay, so I have a Knight of Swords in reverse. And so some action towards, so swords are about your ambitions and about your sort of strategies and plans and things that you want to do for yourself, Lily. So I don't know if you've maybe some plans have derailed, something's interrupting the flow of that strategy, or maybe you've had a change of strategy. Maybe you're reevaluating something in your life that you thought, this is what I'm going to do. And now suddenly you're going, oh, actually, maybe I want to do something different. What are your thoughts, Steve?
Yeah. So she's saying yes right away. So something did derail. I get that right away from your card.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one that I pulled, I've got the Four of Pentacles, or the Four of Earth. Okay. So This is basically saying be mindful with your resources, whether it be money, time, energy, however you spend your resources. Okay. So kind of hold them in for a little while. So I think that it's pretty straightforward, Lily. It's
Yeah.
like whatever has derailed for you is telling you to, you know what,
Slow your roll.
slow your roll,
Yeah.
maybe let it go,
Yeah.
take care of yourself for a while, recoup that energy, recoup the money, recoup whatever you need to recoup regarding materialistic things.
Yeah.
Okay. Time, energy, money, that kind of stuff. And yeah, go from there. What do you
Mhm.
think, Pat?
Yeah, I think so too. The 4 is a clear, just kind of slow down a little bit, and especially after that, the way it's aspected. See, they have their definitions, but it depends on the other cards that come up in the read, and to me, that's a very clear sign that maybe you're
Yeah.
thinking twice for a reason, and that's a sign for you to listen to your inner voice, because it's trying to guide you there.
Yeah. Okay. And then we have Mother of Many Ideas. Okay. I just want to see the question here. Hang on. I want to see if I can, because on my screen, the question is kind of cut off there. So bear with me. I'm going to try to go on this one. And let's see if I can see it. Oh, I don't see it on here. You're welcome, Lily. Okay. Okay. It's something like, should I be expecting any big life changes this upcoming year? Hello and good evening. I hope all is well with you both this evening. Thank you, Mother of Many Ideas.
Do we know age, astrological sign?
Yeah. And under 30 Aries.
Okay, so that's a Page of Wands.
And okay, so her question: should I be expecting any big life changes this year? Thank you for
That's
rewriting it.
very good question.
Yeah.
Like that question. It is a yes or no question, but we can probably, depending on what the cards say, we might be able to provide a little bit more context for you.
Yeah, we might be able to focus on an area.
What happened to Steve? We lost Steve. Steve, where are you? Oh dear, it's just me now. Okay, well, I'm going to continue with my poll here. Hopefully Steve comes back. Page of Wands. Don't know what happened. I'm hoping he didn't lose power or something. Page of Cups. Page of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Hiding. My goodness. Just dropped a card here. And that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Goodness, it's hiding on me. Huh. That's interesting. I've lost my page. Apologies for this. Page of Wands. Okay, I'm going to see what's going on with Steve here. You there? Hoping he can come back. Poor guy's probably struggling to get back. I feel so bad for him. There he is, Page. Oh gosh. I had a bit of a snafu here. My page came at the end of the deck. I'm going to have to shuffle again. I'm really sorry about this. It's like the cards are being a little coy with us tonight.
Okay, I think I'm back.
There he is. What happened?
I got a phone call, and of course it booted me out.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
I forgot to put it in do not disturb mode.
Oh, I hate.
Sorry, I'm back.
It should do that for you automatically. That's really annoying. Well, while you're struggling with that, I'm struggling to find my page of wands, and then I finally find it at the very end of the deck, not not signifying anything. So I had to shuffle again. So this is interesting turn of events. Let's see where the page ended up.
God, I'm gonna pull a card now. Ooh, interesting.
And you are still ahead of me, even though you got kicked off and I've been on here the whole time. It's so funny.
I did not get a very nice card for Mother of Many Ideas.
Oh dear. Let's see what mine is. Maybe mine will balance yours out. Let's see.
But there's always a positive.
It's like it wasn't pulling for me at all. It made me do another shuffle. Like, what's up with that? And now again. This is so strange.
Yeah, that is strange. And I got a call which booted me out at the same time.
That's really weird.
Mother of Many Ideas. What do you got going on in your life?
Yeah, what's going on with you, girl?
It's pretty intense.
Something is seriously something. Page of Wands. Where the heck? It's not letting me find it.
Okay, so I'll start while you
You go. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say Mother. So I've got the 10 of Air or the 10 of Swords. Okay. Yeah, that card is a little rough. What that card basically indicates in the normal deck, it's basically someone lying down flat with like 10 swords in their back.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's almost like you've been backstabbed, you've been hurt.
Yeah.
You're at the end of the rope in whatever relationship that might be, whether it be work, whether it be a personal one. You've had enough. And it's kind of like worn you out. But the good thing about this, okay, so I know it sounds really bad, but the good thing is it's a 10, which means you're at the end of that cycle. So once you pass the 10, you're going to start something new.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go ahead before I read her comments. So go ahead.
8 of Cups, walking away from something, maybe doing it reluctantly, not really feeling like you're ready or you want to walk away from it, but still feeling like you have to do that. So the good news isn't no major arcana. We didn't get a tower. We didn't get death. We didn't get the devil. We didn't get anything that has any kind of negativity attached to it. So maybe nothing terribly earth-shatteringly significant, nothing that you can't turn around, right? So the betrayal and the negativity that in Steve's card, and then this reversed 8 of Cups, walking away from something that you spent so much time building and doing it before you're really ready to. These may not sound like good omens, but they are things that can be managed and they can be modified. And to get advice on that would mean sitting down with Steve and doing a proper read. How can we make this outcome a little bit more favorable, a little bit less painful?
So again, because you pulled that card in the reversed, and Mother, I was just gonna say it, but you took the words, you already typed it in for me. If I looked at that and I looked at these two cards together combined, what I'm seeing is, yes, you've been backstabbed, you've been horribly hurt, but that 8 in the upright position means you're walking away. In the reverse position means you're having a hard time walking away from it. So you're trying, but there's something that is just, it's so damn hard for you to walk away from. Okay. It doesn't mean that you're not gonna. It can definitely, you need that healing path. You do need to walk away from this betrayal. So now let's go in, and I'm gonna read her comments. So she said, well, I've been betrayed horribly this past year, so this is very accurate. I'm working really hard on healing and moving past everything that has happened, but it's been really hard. See, there you go. It makes a lot of sense. Yes, exactly. So what I'm going to suggest is, you know, if you're on that path of healing and trying to let things go, then continue on that path, right? If you're stuck on being able to let go of whatever that betrayal was or whoever it was, you might want to get some help or advice from some friends or some other people. Maybe even get a full reading. That might sometimes gives you direction on how to go or how to cope with things. So it depends really how bad and what kind of nature it was.
And I'm really struck by how hard it was to get those cards. The obstacles that were being thrown up to us to get those cards, right?
So that is it's a signifier for what she's going through. So if we had a hard time pulling the cards for you, it's showing that she's having a hard time disconnecting from the situation. Right? So so mother of many ideas, it's obviously going to be painstaking and a lot of work to do it, but don't stop.
Yeah, the inner work is worth it.
Yeah, the 8 and the 10, they're both very close to the end of the cycles, right? She's saying, yes, I'm struggling really bad. Yeah, keep working on it. Don't get down on yourself. It's always a hard thing to let go of something, to walk away from something, especially if there's like an emotional tie to it. You're welcome.
Yeah, try to get out of your head a little bit with it. Again, don't let the thoughts get you carried away. Try to detach from outcomes. I know it's easier said than done, but it's really the best way to take control over don't just sort of be on a roller coaster ride feeling like you've got you can always stop the ride and get off, right? But you got to take some control of it there. And
the other thing too is if you're struggling because you can't find the answers to the situation, you know what really helps is meditation. And it's not going to give you the answers right away. Start to meditate, and after a while things in that situation tend to become clear.
Yes, pay attention to what you're feeling drawn to, what you're feeling compelled to do following your meditations. Journal. After come out of your meditation and journal. What was the experience like? What did you feel? What did you hear? What was what were the impressions that you were getting? And just spend a lot of time doing that inner reflective work so that your ego, you can sort of manage the ego coming in and, polluting your head with all these unhelpful thoughts like it's wont to do. And your higher self will then guide you more. Good luck.
And she's an Aries like me, and I know we can get hot that quick, right? So the other thing I want to say, and lastly, is whatever emotions you have, acknowledge them, feel them, right? Because once you acknowledge them and feel them, you take away the power that they have over you, right? So do that.
Feel them fully, but then move on. Don't live there, because that's how your vibration stays low. Try to get out, get into gratitude, get into love, get into joy and wonder and all those positive emotions, and try to be present. Just be fully present.
All right. You're very, very welcome. Okay, so let's close this off. We're over an hour. And I got to make it short so that it can fit in Instagram in under an hour.
Yes.
So I might have to do two parts. So
Sure.
I want to say thank you everybody for joining. We love this. This has been phenomenal. And I'm going to turn it over to Kat to close it off.
Yep. So we do this every Sunday at 9 o'clock until further notice anyway, our sacred Sundays. And yeah, we invite you to come back as often as possible. And if you're drawn to and get the message from the cards, and we love to see you on here. So thanks, and come on back.
Bye, everyone.
Have a great week. Bye, everybody.